Hey YouTube, what's up? And today we're going to go really out of the box here. I'm going to jump way out on a limb because I've been told I talk a little bit too much about Apple, which is fine. I can take criticism. But I've been told I talk a little bit too much about Apple, and my channel was written and designed to talk about more than just Apple, even though I really like Apple and they're a bit easy to report on. But let's jump a little bit out of the box here. Let's talk about Google. And I know this is kind of funny, but so we're going to talk about Google here, and mostly what Google announced today. This is December 7th, 2010, and Google announced a few things today, and I just want to talk about it with you guys today because especially one of these things I think is really going to be showing here in the future, and you're going to want to look back at this, I think, and maybe think about how this kind of started. So, first of all, we have the Google Nexus S, which is the next iPhone killer. Haha. But this is a Samsung phone. I guess that's where the S comes from. It'll be the first phone shipping with Android Gingerbread, which is 2.3. It'll have a 1 GHz Hummingbird processor with 16 GB of storage on it. No word about RAM. It ships with a Samsung 4-inch contour display, which is supposedly curved to make it fit to your face better when you're on the phone. Not sure about how that's going to work exactly. And it's going to have a 400 by 800 display, which really hasn't beat the iPhone yet. There's only one phone I know of that's being sold in Japan, I think, that's beat the iPhone 4's display so far, or has matched it. And that display is just 256 pixels per inch, which is the Nexus S, by the way. That's 256 pixels per inch. It has a rear and front-facing camera, which is what you'd expect. The rear camera is 5 megapixels, shoots HD. The front is a VGA quality camera. And this is going to be the first phone that I know of, at least in the States, that ships with an NFC chip, which is a near-field communication. And what that does is, say you have this phone and you go up to a poster and you want to learn more about the object that the poster has on it. You just hold your phone up to it. It picks up the signal from that NFC chip, and basically you can go right to that website and learn more about it right on your phone. It's really neat. How it'll work in practice, not really sure. Probably in the major cities you'll have a handful of them, but I don't see this really catching on here in the States. It will take some time, but it is much bigger overseas, especially in Asia. Next is the big one that I think will really have an impact on the future here, which is what I want you guys to remember, is the Google Chrome OS netbook was just announced today. This is going to be the first Chrome OS netbook, and it's going to be the CR48 netbook. It's going to be a really bland netbook, not going to have much of a design to it at all, really bland, no Chrome logo on it, nothing. And so here are the specs. It's going to have a 12.1-inch screen, a full-size keyboard, an oversized touchpad. It's going to have a Qualcomm chip in it, so you can get on 3G here in the U.S. with Verizon. It's going to have 802.11n Wi-Fi, which is what you'd expect. 8 hours of active use, 8 hours of standby time. Well, 8 hours plus of standby and active use. And then it's going to have a webcam and flash storage. Now, no real word on how much storage. It's going to have flash storage, is all we know, and for what I hear, it's mostly going to be read-only, so you can't really save any programs much to that hard drive. And that's pretty much it. We don't have a lot to go on. I don't really think we have a shipping date yet. There are going to be other OEMs jumping on board. I think Acer was one of them. And basically, this is really going to set the game for, the next, I think, the full next generation, I think, of computing. Now we're going to have 3 players in the game, not just Apple and Microsoft. And I really don't think Google is going to do much in this market, but I think it will stir things up a bit. I do not think Google will be very successful in the Chrome OS market, I'll be honest with you. Next kind of goes along with that, which is the Chrome Web Store, which I have this open right now. This is pretty well the Chrome Web Store, and basically you can go and get your Chrome browser extensions now, pretty much, and that's pretty well what this is. So that's pretty well it. And what it's going to wind up being by the time Chrome OS launches is going to be basically a place where you can go get your apps right from Google Chrome, and that's pretty well it. You're going to get your apps here. It's going to be like the Mac App Store. You may be able to get them from other websites. Not really sure about how it's going to work and installing extensions, but that's pretty well going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's out of the box. Tell me how you like this, if you think I should do something better. I know I've been stuttering a bit in this video. I apologize. Really can't help it. I'm trying to do better. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me how you thought it was. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.